Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading of October 15th through 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. We made it. It's actually Saturday, October 14th. So today is the new moon. We made it through this week. This was a bit of a bumpy ride. How are you feeling? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very good. Thanks for asking, even though you didn't ask. As a reminder, you may want to do your intentions for this next month. We typically do those on the new moon. And as I have shown you before, you just take a great big piece of paper, draw a big circle, put all the stuff you want to create in there, and put all the stuff that you're ready to release on the outside, like war, conflict, hatred, deception, lying, all those types of bad things that you want to get rid of in your life. And you can do whatever you want with that paper. A lot of times people will burn them so that they release that energy out into the universe and it's away from their space. I like to keep mine because I like to watch my progress as I am manifesting and creating, because I also journal, also based on this document as well. Okay, Aquarius, so I am going to be pulling a card this week from the, what's the name of this deck? The Secret Language of Light. One of the things that I have noticed this week in my meditations specifically, I've had days where it just felt really heavy, like just heavy on my soul kind of a level where I just felt like I just couldn't get out of my own way, right? And basically all I really wanted to do was relax and not do any type of heavy lifting. So I actually worked on a jigsaw puzzle because I got that love of doing jigsaw puzzles from my mother. So we used to do them growing up, right? And she would always have like this one special table that we would have our puzzles on. And so anyway, so that's one of the things that I like to do. But the other part of it was I really have also been getting a lot of downloads, a lot of information coming in. I know that, you know, with this eclipse energy that is on the planet right now, it's really supposed to kind of help restart some things, and it's supposed to help clear some of that lower vibrational stuff. But the one thing that Spirit did want me to do is use this specific deck because there's messages in this deck for all of us. And really, the cards in this deck are really pretty, and they're all based on light codes that this individual that created this deck had downloaded specifically and then channeled the messages for. So I'm going to pull a card from that to set the energy for the week. And then I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you with my tarot cards. And then I'm going to complete with the 5 main themes at the end. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I've already shuffled your light language code and, ooh, wow. Okay. So this is called your inner voice. And I don't know if you can see that there's a crown coming down, right? Must be you. Must be you this is tapping into, Aquarius. I'm going to read the message to see what this represents. If I could find it for you. Number 28. Okay. So the inner voice, tune into your inner compass. Persistent words and feelings that represent your greatest desires are dropping into your mind. Instead of putting life off until you do, or be something in the future, bring your desires into the present. Anytime we feel like we have gone off track, we have traveled a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to our center where we can tune into our wise transmissions. Just as the voice on a GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you towards your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient if you take the wrong route. They will just adjust, find an alternate route, and give you new directions. You can't get it wrong. Listen to recurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel, and drive forward with the ones that make your face and heart smile. Listening to your inner voice. So the inner voice all has to do with cups, right? Because the cups cards always represent how we feel on the inside, talking about our heart space and whether or not you're truly tapping into that inner voice for you. That's a beautiful card. Okay, Aquarius. So now I'm gonna shuffle my tarot card. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck in case you are curious. So what do our Aquariuses need to know? What is their main focus? What is helping or hurting them? What's on their minds? What is supporting you? What's coming in the near future? What's your long-term energies? Okay, so I'm gonna cut the deck. I'm always asked to cut it 3 times. And cut it one more time. I don't know why. This is the way I was always guided to do. Ooh, okay. So the energy that represents you and is the main focus for your reading is the Justice card, and that is a major arcana card. So let me lay out the rest of your cards for you. And you're an air sign, so air is sword energy. Wow. This is pretty amazing. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcana cards. Okay, Aquarius, what I'd like you to do is I just want you to take a deep breath. I just want you to get centered into your body for just a second. So we're going to just take a deep breath in. Hold. And release. Okay, so your Justice card is the main theme. And if you look at her, she does have the scales here, as well as a sword. And the Justice card is a card about truth and being on the right path. So this right here is confirming that all the work that you're doing, you're on the right path and you're doing very, very well. This is also a card about discovering truths. So it could very well be that as more information is coming up, right? More information is coming out about a lot of things that have been hidden from us. Those truths are coming out, and it could very well shake or cause you to really think about some of your personal beliefs. I think moving forward, as more and more information is going to be released about how so much of the things that we learned have not been completely honest and true, because it's all been a kind of a manipulation, right? I think that a lot of people are going to have a lot more difficulty. I really feel, honestly, within my heart, that Spirit really pushed me to create this channel to help people go within, not only to find their own answers, but to also recognize and realize that your answers are not external from you. And I really feel that this really taps into that message for you, Aquarius, because Spirit is telling you you need to start listening more to your own inner voice. And you can really only do that if you practice going within. Sorry, I need some water. Tickle. So that's kind of what this card represents. Some of you may be dealing with some contracts, some contractual things, or dealing with law issues, things that you are going to need assistance with that is outside of your scope. But for the most part, this card is just reaffirming that you are on the right track. You are on the right path. Always speak your truth, right? Coming from the truth is always the best policy. And that's kind of your main focus. Now, what is helping or hindering you is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is a card of a lot of work, actually, because the wands do represent our inspiration, our creativity, and our motivation, and all of those things. But this is also a card that is talking about, you put in a lot of energy into something specific that is motivational to you, that is creative for you, that is filled with passion. And you may be feeling like, wow, I put in all this work. And you may be thinking, well, do I keep going? And that's exactly what the card represents. Yes, you do. You just keep pushing forward. As tired as you may be, rest if you need to. But this card is affirming that you're getting very close to the end of whatever it is that you're creating. It could be maybe you're working on a new project or a breakthrough, or maybe you are trying to figure out how to create something that has not been created before, or maybe created in a way that is a little bit more easy, or streamlining processes or something like that. Okay, so that's basically what this energy is about. What's on your mind is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, as you can see, there's a beautiful garden here, and we do have a rose on this side, and we have this white lily on that side. A rose is about wisdom and love and courage and taking action. And the lily is about compassion and purity, and purity, thought, and action, right? The pentacles have to do with our physical security, our wealth, our careers, our health, our possessions, and our home. So, and if you look at the card closely, you have these clouds here, right? And the hand of God is handing you this seed. This is a seed of potential. So this is a seed of potential. However, even though this is coming in, you still have action to take for this seed. Because anytime we're given an opportunity, we either have to make the decision that we're going to accept that opportunity and we're going to nurture it so that it becomes fruitful, right? So that's basically the same thing that this is here. And basically what you're really trying to do, I don't know if you can see this, but this is your seed of potential. So you can plant your seed in the ground Because ultimately what you want to do is you want to walk through this garden gate here, and you want to be able to go all the way to the back where the mountains are, because the mountains are talking about achievement. But in order to attain this achievement, you have to do something with this pentacle, okay, this opportunity that's coming in. So this is a new concept, this is a new idea, this is a new, could be that you're trying to figure out a new way to bring in more money for you and your family, doing a side job, something like that, or maybe you decide to have a yard sale because it's like you've got all this stuff and you're not utilizing it. So you can repurpose. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways. So it's asking you to think creatively as to how you can take this opportunity and run with it. So what is supporting you? The Magician. Woo! Okay, so the Magician in the tarot deck, the Magician is a card of mastery and expertise. Now, this card is also the card of the trickster. So sometimes, depending on the energy and where the placement is, it's dependent on whether it's kind of a trickster type of an energy. But just be aware that that energy is associated with this card, okay? A trickster energy. So for some of you, you may be feeling in a way that maybe somebody is trying to trick you because they've got all the tools in order to do that. But as this is to support you, this is the card stating that you have all the tools that you need, right? You have got the cups here, you've got the swords here, you have got the wands here, and you have the pentacle. You have all of the stuff. You are a master manifester. And that's basically what this card is talking about. You have the ability to create. And if you look at his gesture, he's reaching up, right? He's reaching up, which is he's trying to tap into his higher self, tap into the energy of above so that he can manifest it and bring it down into reality. And that's what this card is about for you. You want to go within, you want to take your mastery, and you want to create those things that come down and support you. Now, in your past, you have the Five of Cups. Now, the interesting thing about the Five of Cups is that this is in your past position. The Five of Cups is a card of, if you look, he's kind of upset because he's looking at these three cups of wine. And the story that I have heard is that his taste for wine, you know, he has always loved wine, but now his taste for wine is gone. And so he's kind of mourning that taste. He's mourning that loss. And so this is kind of a little bit of a card of depression, or a little bit of card of not appreciating the things in life that you totally could be appreciating, right? The other thing about this card on the Rider-Waite deck, this gentleman is looking at his three spilt cups of wine, not recognizing there are two right there opportunities for him to have more wine should he want it. And then the other thing is, if he were to turn around and find those cups, he would also see that there is a bridge that will take him over here to his castle so that he can have everything that he wants. But right now, he's just focusing on his loss. So as this is in your past position, I feel like this is energy that's behind you. And what is in front of you and in your near future is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is a major arcana card. The Lovers, of course, is about love. It is about duality. It is about partnerships. So it could very well be that you're going to be tapping into a new partnership. Maybe a new friend comes in and you're going to have a very strong emotional bond with this individual. Doesn't matter, what gender that person is. This is also a card about creating healthy boundaries for yourself, okay? So healthy boundaries, not only in your relationships with other people, setting those expectations is how you will allow yourselves to be treated, or how you will allow yourself to to accept direction. There's this level of respect there. And excuse me, I feel a lot of times when people get into new relationships, because this could represent a new romantic relationship for you, is that they kind of throw caution to the wind because they get so excited by the fact that, there is this potential of this deepening relationship that is, this potential. So this card is about looking at all of those aspects, and it's also about a commitment to, and it's about bringing two elements together. So, for instance, in a partnership, let's say you're going to want to build a business, or you need to find somebody that has qualities that make up things that you're not strong in. So let's say you just suck at math, or you're not really good at doing taxes and that kind of stuff. You can partner with somebody that likes that part of the business, right? So that's kind of what a partnership would bring together. Or it could be any other type of a partnership. It could be, maybe you like to sail sailboats, and you need to put together a team, right? So that, again, is a partnership. It's a commitment. It's a commitment that you are all working towards the same goal, is kind of what the Lovers represents. So it could be a new relationship, could be a new partnership, anything that brings two energies together to work cohesively and to be committed, okay? So your long-term energy is the Nine of Pentacles. I do like the Nine of Pentacles because she's very close to being the Ten of Pentacles. But this energy is about healing, and it's about creating your wealth. It's like you are almost there, right? You're very, very close to creating all the creature comforts that you want. You're realizing your self-worth. You're realizing your contributions to the community and to society and to your family, right? So this person is a natural healer as well. This person really knows how to stretch a dollar if they need to. They know how to, they're very generous. There's a generosity in this energy. What else is there that I want to talk about? I feel like this is a good long-term energy to have. Okay. External influences is the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Pentacles. This is a gentleman that has made his fortune. I kind of look at the energy of this individual as he's a very well-rounded individual. He has made his money. He has created his wealth, his home. He has, the perfect family. He has the good sense of himself. He's generous. He is very skilled. If you look, he's got grapes on his, can you see the grapes? I don't know if it's too dark for you to be able to see the grapes, but there's grapes all around him. And basically what the grapes represent is, you have to have the right conditions in order to be able to grow grapes and have them be good. And this individual figured out how to do that and is very good and very skilled, is basically what the King is representing. Now, this card doesn't necessarily have to represent a male energy. It just represents what the qualities of this king are about. So I feel as though, since this is an external influence, this does represent a person for you, whether female or male. And that person is either going to be a mentor for you, is going to help you in some way, is going to provide you with some answers to something. What else, Spirit? This could also be somebody in your family that you go to discuss things for answers to something that's kind of out of you're looking for somebody with more experience, because that's what the kings are about, knowledge. So this is about gaining knowledge, seeking knowledge, or this could be also about research, because the kings do represent research and building. Okay, they've done all of that stuff, so it could represent those things. Okay. Your next card is what your future feelings are going to be. And it looks like to me, you're going to be quite content and happy. The Queen of Cups is a queen who is emotionally stable. She's very emotionally stable. She is a generous individual. She does really know how to create happiness within herself. She's all about her emotions, right? She's emotionally stable. She is a good advisor. She's a good person that you can talk to about just about anything. She's just the feel-good queen. And I feel like you are tapping into this energy. You're going to be standing in this energy, okay? And if you look at her, she is, it looks like the waters all around her are a bit choppy, but she's quite calm, and she's quite happy in her space there. I don't feel as though there's much because the water has to do with emotions. I don't think that there's much that's going to come in that's going to rock her stability. She's a very stable queen. And then your last card, which is your outcome, is the moon card. How funny, because today's the new moon. And the new moon is about taking this specific journey, and it's about a mysterious type of a path that you're going to be traversing. And if you look at the card, there is a lobster here on this card. He's purple. He's a purple lobster. Colorful. Anyway, he is coming up out of the water, and his mission is to go down this path, past these two towers, to the mountains in the back. Because again, remember, the mountains represent an accomplishment. This is a card about mystery. So there's something that is not going to be revealed to you right away as to what this path represents. However, I do feel, because it is a major arcana card, that this is going to be information and energy you're going to be working with for a while. It will not be complete in this next week. And this path is meant just for you. And to me, I feel as though it's the inner path, right? I feel as though it's you tapping into yourself, into your mysteries, and it's talking about, your inner voice, so that you can recognize that inner voice so much more easily when that inner voice speaks to you, because it is subtly different than the thoughts that you think. You can tell the difference if you tune in. Now, the other thing about this card is there is a wolf on this side and a dog on this side, and this is all about your basic instincts, right? And it's about tapping into that basic instinct, as well as the water talks about your emotions. The water is also about the subconscious. So this is also my card of really paying attention to your dreams. Your dreams will be talking to you, right? I feel as though every reading that I've done for the past couple of weeks, the moon has really come up a lot. And it could very well also be because we are in eclipse season. We've just gone through our last super moon for this year. There's a lot of stuff that is connected with the moon. So I really feel that this is a really positive card, but I'm not really exactly sure in what context this is, because it will be different for all of you. If you do not keep a dream journal, you might want to, because then you can start deciphering the messages that your subconscious is bringing up for you to look at. Okay. This looks really good. You've got some great cards here. Okay, so now I'm going to pull your 5 main themes to close out your message. Your first card is the King, so pay attention to your health. I can't really elaborate on that because all I can say is exactly what the card says. It's I am not a doctor, so just pay attention, make sure that you're eating healthy, make sure you're taking care of yourself, and make sure you're getting the rest that you need. The Finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Okay, so just be aware. The Rose. Romance is in the air. I think so, because you do have the Lovers and you do have this Queen of Cups, right? I really feel that the Queen of Cups does kind of embody that romantic side, that place of the emotions. And of course, this is about a lover. So romance is in the air. The next card is an Ant. And it's about work, achievement, and success. Boy, and you've got a lot of Pentacles here, so that actually does make sense, right? You've got Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Your last card is a woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. I'm going to pull one more. Tulip. Great passion. Yay. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here till the very end. Please like and subscribe. Those little like clicks are so helpful to me to grow my channel. It helps with that, the algorithms. I hope that you have a really great week. It looks as though you are going to. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, take very good care of you. Have a great week.